Hi. Today's devotional, Depend on God, Part 3. Not that we are sufficient of ourselves, but our sufficiency is from God. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 5, New King James Version. In the Bible, when God calls someone to do something, you will notice they don't jump up and say, "No problem, I'm ready." In story after story, they tell God why they can't do it. Consider the following list of people. Moses. I've never been eloquent. I am slow of speech and tongue. Exodus chapter 4, verse 10, New International Version. Gideon. How can I save Israel? My clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I am the least in my family. Judges chapter 6, verse 15, New International Version. Abraham. Will a son be born to a man 100 years old? Genesis chapter 17, verse 17, New International Version. Jeremiah. Alas, sovereign Lord, I am too young. Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 6, New International Version. Isaiah. Woe to me, for I am a man of unclean lips. Isaiah chapter 6, verse 5, New International Version. Esther. All know that for any man or woman who approaches the king without being summoned, the king has but one law, that they be put to death. Esther chapter 4, verse 11, New International Version. Rich young ruler. He went away sad because he had great wealth. Matthew chapter 19, verse 22, New International Version. Saul. The Lord said, "See, he has hidden himself among the baggage." 1 Samuel chapter 10, verse 22. This occurred when Samuel was proclaiming Saul as king, and the people couldn't find him and asked the Lord where he was. What a list of excuses. Too inarticulate, too weak, too old, too young, too sinful, too dangerous, too rich, too hesitant, yet God used every one of them to fulfill his purposes. And Paul tells us why. Not that we are sufficient of ourselves to think of anything as being from ourselves, but our sufficiency is from God. Today, depend on God. Have a blessed day. And listen, if God can use a wretch like me, he can use each and every one of you. We are here. We have been created. We are destined for a purpose, and that's God's purpose. You're not too fat. You're not too tall. You're not too ugly. You don't drink too much. You don't smoke too much. You don't look bad. If those things are hindering you from doing what God has for you to do, then work on them. Get it together. Get the help you need so that we can do what God has called for us to do.